Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jules, and if you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. I'm so excited to have you guys here today. This is a very fun and special video because it is a long-awaited. I had my wedding, did my own wedding makeup, which is what this video is about. I'm going to show you every single piece that I did. Actually, I should move this over because I'm going to have up next to me doing my makeup right here. I filmed my entire tutorial while I was doing my wedding makeup with no sound so that I could talk over it and just share with you guys everything that I did. I absolutely loved my makeup, and I wanted to just point out a few things before I get started. So I decided to do my own wedding makeup after I had a terrible makeup trial like a few years ago. Well, a few years ago, meaning like when we first started wedding planning. Obviously the wedding got canceled, and then I just thought more about it, and I had booked somebody to do my makeup, but it wasn't somebody that I knew or like followed on Instagram or just loved, and that was kind of a problem for me because I just was like, I know what kind of makeup I really like, and I'm pretty controlling with it. And since I've never had somebody do my makeup that I absolutely loved or that I could book that I loved in my area where I was getting married and having the wedding, I just eventually got onto YouTube and I was like, can I do this myself? And I just decided that I was going to. I love, obviously, glowy makeup. And I think one thing that deferred me a little bit was people saying, oh, you shouldn't do glowy makeup for your wedding because it's going to turn it out like really bad in photos. And I was like, okay, I didn't really believe that. And let me just tell you guys, I didn't do a full glowy makeup, but I did not do a full matte cakey face makeup like I feel like a lot of wedding makeup artists do. This is not like a, I'm not trying to bash wedding makeup artists. Obviously there's so many good ones out there. Just for me, I was like, I want to look like myself, just a little bit elevated. I don't want to be like this crazy makeup that I've never done before, and I know what I like, and I know that if I do my own makeup, I'm gonna love it because I also have time to tweak it, and I won't feel like I can tell fully the makeup artist like, oh, I don't like that, or can you fix this? And I know that I would be doing that constantly. So when I thought about that more, I was like, okay, let me just do this by myself. I'll get fresh new products the day before. So I went to Sephora and I bought literally, I think I spent like $300, but that was less than I would have paid a makeup artist anyway, I think. And all my bridesmaids did their own makeup, and then we paid for hair, and Jamie did my hair. And you guys, I tagged her and she was absolutely amazing. But I went to Sephora the few days before and I bought entirely new products and new brushes. And buying new brushes, I think, was the game changer for me because I don't really wash my brushes that often, and when I put like foundation on with a new brush, it's so smooth, so clean, and it's just amazing. So that was like my number one thing, was I'll just do it myself, but I'll buy really fresh products and brushes and everything. So that is what I did. So without blabbering on before, I want to show you guys the video, and I'll show you the whole process, and I'll go through each individual product with you. So hopefully if you're looking to do your own wedding makeup, obviously the makeup I chose is for, you know, my features, but I think it just gives you an idea that you can do your own makeup. And if you do have similar features to me, then you can totally copy this video and tag me and let me know how it turned out and how you liked it. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I did was starting out with this Summer Fridays lip balm, and I'll put a little photo of every little item that I used here so you guys can see it better, just to get my lips hydrated. Nothing really too crazy with that. And then the next thing I did was I used Dr. Barbara Sturm glow drops, and I have this tiny bottle that I really like, but I use it very sparingly, and because you know, it was my wedding day, I decided to use these, and they were really great. And then after that, I used the Tula Skincare I Feel Amazing Cool and Brightening Hydro Mask, eye mask. So you can see over here exactly what they look like. And I'm just trying to look at my video to make sure I'm on track here. But yeah, between these and the Dr. Barbara Sturm glow drops, I just feel like they're very hydrating. This was like refreshing in the morning. It felt really good to wear. It kind of just woke me up, and I didn't really sleep at all that night, or the night before. So these were definitely a game changer for me. I really like these, and I was looking for an eye mask to wear that morning, but these I had already. I actually didn't have to rebuy them, and I recommend them 100%. Okay, and I started out with Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream. I use this basically as like a starting cream to prep my skin, prep my face, and I got this from Sephora, and I really liked it. It was not too thick, it felt perfect, it felt hydrating, and then it felt almost like it was just ready to like suck in my makeup and keep it there all day. So that was something that I really enjoyed using, and I got the little one. It came in a big one too, but this is pretty expensive. Of course, it's my wedding day, so I was like, let's go for it, but let's get a little one because I'm not gonna need this every single day. So I just really wanted to be like super hydrated that morning. I drank a ton of water that night before, and that morning I was just drinking a ton of water. So definitely like recommend doing that, and the eye mask and the lotion and everything. And I did like my regular skincare routine. So you can see my friends are coming in and out of the room while I was getting ready. They were helping me because some of the things I was like, can you please help me? And this is my friend Alex. She was just really good at makeup. So the foundation I used. Okay, so this is the foundation I used. I used the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation, and I'm using the color, it says Shake Well, and I'm using 8F01 or number 310. And I used a brand new brush for this, as you can see, and this one was perfect. It was a little bit glowy, which I still like, but not too much, and not full coverage, but medium to full coverage, because I was like, I don't love full coverage foundation, and I don't want to just do that for my wedding just to do it, because people say you should. So I was like, please help me. I actually asked the girl at Sephora if you could help me find a foundation that would just work for what I was looking for, but also would be good in, like, of course, pictures, and of course, long wear, like lasting and everything. So after that, I picked up my brush. I used the Benefit Brow Pencil, and I always use this one, so I didn't get anything different. I didn't think I needed it. And I just used the little tip side and brushed my eyebrows up first with the brush. And then I think I used the color, why can't I ever find the name of the color on here? I don't know. I can never find it, but it's just like a dark brown. I didn't want to go too dark, but this is the one I use every day, so nothing really changed here. And I just brushed them up, and I don't ever like them to be too dark, so I didn't do too much with that. But as you can see, I'm just brushing them up, and then I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills, of course, Brow Freeze, and I use this all the time too, not every day. I'm not actually wearing any makeup right now, but I took my spoolies, and I actually buy these spoolies off of Amazon. They come in like packs of 100. They're just these white spoolies, and I just brushed my eyebrows up, and then I let it dry. So I'm still brushing them up here, but I'm letting them dry a little bit, and then I'll go back in, you'll see later in the video, and I just like redo it once they're dry so that they like last a bit longer. Yeah. Okay, and then I got my Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer, and I don't use concealer a ton, but I wanted to do it today because I was looking a little extra tired. And I take my sponge and I just dab it on my, right here on my wrist, and I just like went through and sponged it out so that it would be like not super full coverage, but a little bit. And then I took my nude sticks, but I think I actually put it down and then I went back with it later. So instead I went in with the Fenty Beauty Mocha Stick, or Match Stick. It's like the contour one in the color Mocha 3. And I just decided to contour my nose a little bit, and the bottom of my nose and the side of my nose, just to give you like a little bit of a slimmer look. I really went like full elevated makeup here, so I wouldn't normally do this on a day-to-day basis. And I took this brush that I actually got from Say Beauty, and it's so good. I absolutely love it. It's just like a blending brush. Blended that all together and just tried to contour my nose a little bit. I didn't do a ton. And then, yeah, you can see I'm still doing it here. I don't know why it took me so long to do that, but just blended it out a little bit after that. I'm also watching a YouTube video during this, so I can link the video that I found at the end. But then I went in with my Sunset Strip Nudie Sticks. I love nude sticks. They're such an everyday wear, but I also really liked them for this video. And I used it, put it on my hand, and then I just dabbed my brush into it and put it all over my cheek and across my nose and a little bit on my forehead, but I really just wanted it to be like a nice blush color without being too bright or too pink. And this one is Sunset Strip. It's a little bit springy because I'm going into the fall. I was like, I still want to have that little bit of a glow. So I loved this, and I still use this now. And now I have all these products, which is really nice, that were brand new that I can just use however I want. So after that, I took, I got a new Laura Mercier it's like a, what's that called? Eye base color, like an eye primer. There we go. And this is the color Wheat. So it kind of matched my skin tone a little bit. It was a tiny bit lighter, but that wasn't really a problem or anything. So, and then I took my brush, this little brush, it's like an eyeshadow brush, and I just blended it out. I don't usually use eye primer like ever, but today was my wedding day, so you know, I wanted it to be perfect and I wanted it to last. Literally, I had to last like 13, 15 hours. So after that, I went in with my Nude Medium Huda Beauty palette. This is what the palette looks like, and I think the first thing I did was I took this top color, can't really see it because it's really bright, and that one, and I mixed them together to do a overall eye base color. And you can see here I'm actually looking at my phone because I found all these products from Hindash, so I'll link his video at the bottom because he did a makeup routine for some girl's wedding and she has my similar features, so I decided I would just like copy that, and now I'm sharing it with you guys, but obviously want to mention him. So I went in with that, and then I took that same color that I used on my lid and I did a little bit underneath my eye. So I didn't want eyeliner underneath my eye, but of course I wanted it to be like a little bit of depth. And yeah, I usually use eyeshadow underneath my eye anyway as eyeliner, but yeah, so I'm just blending it out here. And this palette was really nice. It has a little bit of like sparkle shimmery colors that I used in the inner corner of my eye. But it's really just nude. And when I had my makeup trial done, guys, some girl used purple on me. And I was just like, this is just not what I want for my wedding. So I wanted something nude and basic that I would use every day. So after this, I went in with my eyeliner. I don't think I have it in front of me right now, but it was the MAC stick. I will have to find the name and I'll put it up here for you guys. But it was a MAC color, like a dark brown. I want to say mocha, but I don't think that was it. And I actually had my friend Alex help me with this because she's really good at eyeliner, and I could not for the life of me do my own eyeliner. So I just wanted it to be like a little bit of a cat eye, but nothing crazy. As you can see here, I think I finished it, or she finished it for me. I'm still looking at my video to figure out if it looks how I wanted it to look. But yeah, so I used that color on the top of my eye just as a cat eye, and I didn't really go like further in. I just wanted it to be like the tip of my eye. Okay, now for my favorite part. I used Velour, this is them, Velour Eyelashes. I wore these on my bachelorette party, a different kind, but same brand, and I just loved them. So I wanted something a little bit more, hopefully you guys can see them in the picture I put up, but I wanted something a little bit more classic. I still wanted the little flip, and I didn't want to get my eyelashes done. I was like, I'm just gonna do them. I basically tested it out on my bachelorette party if I could like do these myself, and it took me a while on my wedding day, but I got them on and they ended up looking so good. They were like, of course, elevated a little bit, but they weren't too crazy, and they weren't too curly, and they weren't too long. And with these ones, they give you everything you need. It was so easy. And you don't have to trim them, although my friend Alex did help me trim them a little bit just so they would be like a little more perfect. But on my bachelorette party, when I wore them, I didn't trim them at all, and I thought they were great. So you can tell in my photos on my Instagram that I was wearing them. But yeah, so that is wearing the eyelashes. I highly recommend these eyelashes. I didn't find these through the video that I watched with Hindash. I just found these on my own because I didn't know which ones to get. And I think like a year ago, I had originally planned on getting my eyelashes like extensions on, but then I just was like, this is better. So I just went with this one, and I really recommend. I think they were pretty cheap too, like, you know, not that bad. So this I actually don't have with me. The next product, it was the Fenty Beauty highlighter, and I'm taking this brush, which I do have, and I just lightly dabbed it on with a highlighter. I didn't want a dewy highlighter, like a liquid one, which is what I would normally use, because I figured, okay, I want to go glowy but not too glowy, so I went with the Fenty Beauty one. And I will have the picture here, and I of course will link everything for you guys, but that was a really good one. I really like that, and I also got that idea from the Hindash video. So then I went in with Say Beauty, just another medium bronzer, and I just wanted to like double touch my bronzer because I only did contouring. I didn't actually do like cheek bronzer, and I just wanted to take away my paleness for the day. But as you can see here, the makeup is coming along. I'm almost done. It looks so good. I'm like still looking at it today, and I'm like, wow, I actually love it so much. I'm just adding some more bronzer onto my forehead and my cheeks around the blush that I already have. So that worked out super well, and I'm just kind of like making, you know, last minute touch-ups. And then I don't know if I videoed this. For some reason I don't have a lot of this on video, but this was the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. So this was the setting spray that I used before my makeup, and I used it after, and it was great. I don't usually use a setting spray, so I don't like I don't really have one that I highly recommend, but this was part of the Hindash video. So I used this, and I just got a mini bottle because I didn't want something huge, and it was great. My makeup did last the entire night. Only thing I don't think I touched up anything. I also used this Charlotte Tilbury luxury palette for eyeshadow. So this was the more of like a sparkly one, and I used the dark shade down here and the light one, and I like pressed it into my lid so that I had a little bit of sparkle after the Huda Beauty palette, so that I could have like just a tiny bit of sparkle here and here without it being like sparkly. So that is what I used with this palette. So here is the final look. You guys can see I love it. It turned out so good. I'm just playing around with my hair because it's all done. You can see the lashes are like absolutely perfect. Like I just love how they turned out. And then I decided to use Pillow Talk lipstick, Charlotte Tilbury. It's a classic, and I tried on the darker shade, but I did not like it that much. It was just too dark on me. So I went with the, I was like, do I want to wear Pillow Talk on my wedding day? Like I feel like that's so basic, but it just, you can see it here. Like it just went with the look. It was perfect. I loved it. And I brought it with me to reapply it whenever I needed. And actually, I don't even know if I did because it really did last like all day. So it's the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Pillow Talk. And I think it's just, this is the, I didn't end up buying the lipstick. This is actually more of like the glossy one, but I would recommend buying the lipstick one, the one that's matte, because that would definitely last a little bit longer or like more all day. But I didn't buy it because I bought the darker one and then I didn't like it, and then I didn't have time to go rebuy this in the matte lipstick. So I just had the gloss and it worked for me. It was totally fine. So that's my wedding look, and I wanted to share with you this because I lotioned my entire body that day. Obviously that was one thing I had written down. I was like, I don't want to forget certain things that morning, like to like shave, deodorant, like, and I wanted like just certain things that I remember, like pluck your eyebrows, like do everything you need to do. And one of them was lotion, and me and my friend had talked about doing like anything shimmery on my chest, but one, I didn't want it to come off on my wedding dress. So I didn't want anything like too shimmery, and also I didn't want to be like super glowy here. So I got a Fenty Skin. This is the Butta Drop, B-U-T-T-A drop whipped oil body cream. Number one, it smells so good. And why I got it is because it's not glowy, or it's not shimmery, but it has a little bit of a glow. Almost, it's just like super thick, goes on really thick, and it gives your skin like a super hydrating look. Okay, my camera almost just died on me there. Sorry about that. So anyway, yeah, it just gives you like a super, I don't want to say glowy because that isn't really the word, just like super hydrating. I mean, I can kind of show you right now, just putting it on like my hand. I don't know, the sun is so bright here, but I'll try. Okay, what am I doing here? So I'm putting it on and it's just already giving you like, do you see that like shimmer shine? Like that is how it lasted on my skin all night long. And I did it on my chest, my legs, I did this everywhere. So it was really, really good, and I recommend that for your wedding. I was looking for something just a little different, something I hadn't used before, and of course I wanted to buy a new product. So that is everything, guys. Okay, so that is everything. I wanted to share it with you guys, and I hope that it was I hope it was easy to follow. I will of course have everything linked below in case you want to buy any of the products that I used for my wedding makeup. I love how it turned out, so I just hope you guys love it as well, and I hope this was really helpful for you. I know this is like kind of like a tutorial type video, but this seems like one of the more helpful videos I've ever done. So I hope you guys like it, and don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment why you liked the video if you want, and turn on the notification bell in case you want to be updated with all my videos, because I try to upload as much as I can. So until the next video, thank you guys for watching. See you next time.